Hello everyone and welcome to our lovely over 50s contemporary class with Pavilion Dance Southwest. As you can see, we are doing what we can to keep it nice and safe and keep moving from home. So I'm currently in my garden shed, so make sure to find a nice space where you don't have too many things that will distract you or possibly cause any injuries. And make sure as well that your surface on the floor is not too slippery. So I'm going to be wearing socks, even though usually we don't, but because this is a wooden floor and it's quite tricky actually, not super smooth, I'm just making sure that I have some protection on my feet, okay? If you have more time to warm up, please do so. I'm going to guide you through a very quick warm up and then we'll get started with a couple of exercises and we'll finish off with a lovely cool down. Okay, let's begin, shall we? Let's start. I'm going to be starting in a nice wide position and we're going to begin with some isolations. We're going to begin by rotating the head over to one side, taking some nice big circles. And then we're going to go over to the left, opening up the chest and back into the center. We're going to rotate the shoulders towards the back. Nice big circles, lubricating the joints. And then we're going to go over to the front. Nice, huge, big circles. We're going to move on to the chest. We're going to push the chest out, open, and then curve as if someone is punching us in the tummy. And then one more time, opening up the chest and curve the spine, bringing the back in. And again, opening up and big curve. We're going to do the same with the hips, side to side, just pushing the hips out. If this is comfortable, side to side, nice and easy. I'm not using any music so that you can hear me better. And then we're going to push the pelvis forward and backwards just a couple of times. This is the time where usually people laugh in class. And back in. We're going to just open up the hips, nice big circles, figure of 8. Lovely. And we'll finish off ankles, rotating one side. If you need support, please feel free to use the wall or test your balance. It's okay, allow any wobbles. And then we're going to go straight into parallel, feet underneath your hips for me. And we're going to breathe in, stretch up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to bend the legs and slowly roll the spine all the way down towards the floor. And just stop whenever you start feeling a stretch. Make sure that your knees are nice and soft, not locked. And then we're going to straighten the legs and relax your neck just for a couple of seconds. Bend your legs again and straighten your legs. One more stretch and bend the legs. Roll the spine all the way up. Nice and slowly, vertebra after vertebra, until you reach the top. And then we're going to rise up, find that balance, and lower yourself back down. One more time, breathing in, engaging the core muscles, lifting nice and high up, and lower yourself down. Good stuff. Okay, give your body a shake. Shake, 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 shake. Hopefully feel a little bit looser, a little bit more ready and energized. And let's begin with the first exercise. Okay, so we're going to begin in parallel with some feet articulation and arms by your side, making sure that your chest is nice and open, not overarching, bringing your ribs in towards your back. And we're going to begin by pushing the arch parallel. 1. We're going to flick the foot 2, down, 3 and 4, one more time, and 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to brush to the front on 2, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and ankle, knee, ankle, down. And we're going to repeat exactly the same thing over to the other side. So we're going to go 1 and 2, 3, 4, repeat, 5, 6, 7, 8, arm do long, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, ankle, knee, ankle, down. We're then going to turn out, making sure that we turn out from the hips, rotating the legs out to the knees, all the way down to your feet. We're going to open up the arms and we're going to go out 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 to the side this time, long, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, down 8 seconds side and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, long, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax for a moment. Okay, so we'll go in parallel, right and left. We'll then turn out, arms to the side, nice and long, making sure that your energy doesn't stop over to your wrists. We lengthen all the way out of our fingers, and we're going to go to the side, right and left. Let's try it with the music. Okay, let's try with the music, starting in parallel. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, second side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and long, long, ankle, knee, ankle, down. Have a shake, opening up, turn out, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and long, long, ankle, down, second side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and long, long, ankle, down, rest. And we're going to repeat this one more time, perhaps find more length. And you can also do a second version. The second version will be a little bit slower, so you're going to half the time of that. And I'll show you how you can do it, just to find more control. If you feel like you need a little bit more balance and control, this is what you're going to be doing. Parallel, 5, 6, 7, and half. Flick, up, down. Nice and slow. Really pushing the arch. Flick, down, down. Long legs bending out and in, out, in. Find that balance. Lift, lift, lower, down. Same thing, second side. Then turn out. Exactly the same thing. So you have different options. Feel free to do whatever feels right for you on that specific day that you're going to be doing this class. And after we've moved our feet and we'll hopefully feel a little bit more warmed up, we're going to move on to a back exercise. Okay, please take it easy. Again, check in with your body, see whether you if you have any backache, take it easy, adjust it, and tweak things according to whatever your body needs that day. But other than that, let's begin. So we're going to start in parallel. We're going to have our arms up towards the ceiling, and we're going to go down 1 and 2, left side, 3 and 4. We're going to swing again, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So from this exercise, what we really want to do is not finished yet. What we really want to do is make sure that we tilt and the arm is initiating, and then the body will follow up. And same thing over to the other side. We go down and then arm comes up, body follows. From here we want to go over as if we are edging off a cliff, and then when we feel like we have no more control, we're going to drop the head, lift up, same thing, drop forwards and up. From here, I'm going to open up the arms, 1, 2, then I'm going to curve, 3, open 4, I'm going to tilt, 5, and then I'm going to go into the centers, 6, tilt other way, 7, center, 8. Let's repeat just this. So we've just finished 1, 2, over, down and up. Open up the arms, big curve, 2 counts, 2 counts, over, front, over, center. Rest your arms for a moment and we're going to link both parts together. So remember, we start arms up, we go right side, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5, even 6, and 7, and 8. Open 1, 2, curve 3, and 4, and 5, 6, tilt 7, 8. Repeat, left, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Open, gain length, for 2, curve 3, open 4, left side, tilt, we curve, we tilt, we open. Okay, so a couple of things that we want to think of as we do this exercise. It's all about the back, it's all about the core, and it's all about allowing that movement to be initiated and for the body to follow. So in the second part, I'm going to face this way so hopefully you can see better. Every time we tilt, we want to try and keep that tilt as straight as possible, so we're not allowing the ribs to pop open. If we would do that, that would mean that we are releasing our core muscles. Instead, we want to keep it nice and strong to the side, so nice and straight, one line, really sending energy out of your fingers, and then from here, punching the tummy, coming into the center, really engaging the abdomen muscles here, and continuing that curve with your head, sending your tailbone down, engaging those muscles to then go over to the other side. Try to find that nice flat line over here, and then back, gaining that length into the center here. Okay, if you need to have a look at the exercise again, please feel free to go back into the video. Otherwise, we're going to be doing it with some music. Okay, let's try with some music. Nice and slow, engaging the full body, paying attention to especially to the back. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, forwards, 5, and 6, drop, 7, and 1, 2, I take back what I 3, straight, with this tilt, we curve, tilt, center, left, 1, 2, 3, 4, swing, and up, over, 2, curve, 3, 4, left side, 5, 6, 7, now I know it's no one's fault. Lovely, so make sure you do this a few times. This is a beautiful exercise to really use the back, especially because we're spending quite a lot of time at home. We find ourselves sitting down for a long time, so it's important to really stretch and mobilize the spine as much as we can. And this is really just a little taste of what we do during this lovely class here at Pavilion Dance Southwest. I'm going to finish off with a gentle cool down. So make sure that you've done this exercises a few times. And we are going to begin by sending the left leg to the back. And we're going to aim to stretch the hip flexors, So make sure that your hips are facing the front, and you can go as far down as you like. And just stay there and actively send energy to this area, lengthening it. So don't try to just sit in this position. We're actively stretching here. If you want to increase the stretch, you can perhaps lift your arm up, sending energy out of your hand. And then we're going to come back into parallel. We're going to switch side, leg to the back, sending energy down into the floor, out of the skull. Nice active stretching. You can increase it by lifting your arm up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to come back together. We're going to have the right arm on top of the left one, and if you can, we're going to switch to palm, and we're going to apply that energy there. If this feels too much, please just have one arm on top and just lower your head to feel a stretch in between your shoulder blades. Stretching there for a few seconds, or however you feel like your body needs today. We're going to switch side, so whichever arm was on top is now underneath. We're going to lift the elbows up, lower the chin, stretch, lovely. And if it's safe to do so, if we go down on the floor, and I'm going to be sitting on my bottom, and I'm going to be lifting the left arm up and stretch. If this position is uncomfortable for your hips, please feel free to straighten your legs to the front. Make sure they're relaxed. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing over to the other side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Lovely stuff. Back into the center. We're then going to arch up, opening up the chest, just like we did at the beginning of the class, and then back into the center. And then we're going to walk around. Make sure that you can actually place your knees on the floor. If this is painful, either put a mat underneath or make sure to put some cushions or something that's nice and soft. And then we're going to be walking our feet close to our hands. We're going to have our head down, nice and relaxed. And by bending the legs, we're then going to slowly, vertebra after vertebra, sending the sacrum down towards the floor, engaging the abdomen, bringing it in towards the back, slowly rolling up. And once we get to the top, we're going to lift the shoulders up. Deep breath in and breathe out. One more time. Breathing in and breathe out. Last time, the biggest one you've done so far. Breathing in and breathing out. Thank you very much for following this class, and please get in touch if you want to see more of these classes. Let the Pavilion Dance know, and I hope to see you soon again. Thank you.